Hi there and welcome. Today we are going to be diving into something that is so important, especially if you're an overthinker, and that is learning how to stop overthinking your intuition. If you don't know me yet, my name is Betsy Dwight, and I am an EFT tapping practitioner and a mindfulness educator. If you're new to EFT or simply just want to know more, be sure to check out the link below for my free guide into an introduction to EFT tapping. So, you know that gut feeling that you get, that quiet nudge that's telling you, yeah, this is right, or no, this is wrong, or it's even kind of guiding you where to go. It's always there, but if you're anything like me, your overthinking can drown it out. I used to second guess my everything. My intuition was telling me. I was too busy overthinking to notice that inner voice, that analyzing, the doubting, the spiraling into what ifs. And I just couldn't hear that voice at all. But over the years, I've learned some really simple yet very powerful ways to quiet my mind and connect with my intuition. It hasn't always been easy, but these are some of the steps that I use to do that. And I'm really happy to be here sharing them today. So, the very first step is to feel. So, when you start to feel those pangs of that big emotion hit, you can actually physically feel it. You might not realize it, but your emotions start in your body and then they travel up to this physical feeling travels up to your mind, and your mind creates a story around it. So, for example, you have this tightness in your chest and some shallow breathing. You feel these sensations first, and then your mind labels that feeling. And oftentimes we stay in the mind and disconnect from our body. So, what I do to connect with my intuition is I pause and I notice a physical feeling in my body. I really get curious about what's happening. Where am I holding this feeling? And I know now that this is my body's way of speaking to me. This is my intuition. So when I feel that clenching in my chest, I'll ask myself, what's going on here? What's causing this reaction? And I sit with this emotion and I feel it. I don't try to solve it. It's not always comfortable, but it's necessary. And when you can feel into this discomfort, you are creating space for your intuition to come forward. So the next step is to write. So writing has always been really powerful for me, especially when I'm feeling disconnected or overwhelmed. I'll grab a piece of paper. It does not have to be a fancy journal. And with no filters, no judgment, I just write about what I'm feeling or what's going on, what I'm feeling physically, emotionally. So, for example, if I'm feeling stuck around something, I might write, I feel stuck. I can feel it in my chest. I'm not breathing, almost like I'm bracing for something that's really bad. And I bring these feelings and my experience to life on the page. This process really helps me to accept what's happening instead of fighting reality. And while we're talking about these writing, EFT tapping is a really great tool to connect with your writing because it's a way to move into that acceptance of what's going on. So writing and tapping. And then finally, the third technique that I use to connect with my intuition is my breath. So while it sounds very simple, using my breath as a tool has completely transformed my relationship and how I handle stress. So it allows me to quiet my mind to bring up that intuition. So I've noticed when I'm holding my breath, I'm not feeling. I'm holding my feelings. I am not letting those feelings move through me. So here's what I do now is I take some slow breaths. I inhale for 4 counts, hold for 7, exhale for 8. And when I do this, my system starts to relax and what I'm needing in the moment starts to rise and come up and connect with my mind. And that inner voice, that intuition is able to come forward. just by simply slowing my breath down. So, those are my simple steps that I'd use to calm my overthinking mind to reconnect with my intuition. Feel, write, and breathe. So, these practices have been valuable for me, and I really hope that they connect with you as well. So, if you're ready to take your journey a little bit deeper, check out my other videos on EFT tapping, and be sure to like, subscribe to this channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear what you connected with, or what's one step that you're going to take today to connect with your intuition. So, until next time, take really good care of yourselves and start to listen and notice to your intuition that's always there and always nudging you. Thank you so much for being here.